Good morning, everyone. I'm working on SMB Hackathon idea called Automated Inventory System for the Centro C series device. A team of group members, two members, myself and Rajesh. Part of the client persona, we are leveraging that Twilio phone bridge capabilities by integrating the Centro C series device to automate the voice, SMS, video calls. For example, we need to respond back to that user's order status information, catalog information in these three supported channels. Also, we can give some additional promotional content along with that the supported channels using that the LIPAs based on the user location activation that can taken care of by Twilio APA, and we can use that the LAPA is called as a geo life. We can use that segmentation by geographic location and demographic graphics by geographic location. These two we can give that some additional information about the user and his family details and the financial information and his financial status and other things, and it can we can add these as attachment or a video attachment, and we can send to the user. So I quickly introduce about the Twilio. Twilio is the programmable cloud-based APA. It works based on the IP, and it gives us solutions. We can call a list of APAs from a IoT device or a web or a mobile app to given a toll-free number, and we can give that the APA response back in voice and SMS and video. That is the difference of a normal SMS and a email. So regarding the problem statement, Centro not provided any automated voice, SMS, video responses about the order tracker information, catalog updating, and I also mentioned that sending the companion messages along with the supported channels. So it can given that leverage in the global scale, because Trello we can buy a toll-free number around 50 to 60 countries supported currently, and the cost of the individual one toll-free number, it cost around $2. Use case, as a SMB owner, I am able to send that order status information from my device to the user supported channels, either SMS, voice and video, using that the phone number of the user. The second use case which I am trying to work to update that the catalog information and the user list information to the user. And third, which I already mentioned, we use that dynamically added the promotional messages along with that SMS and video calls based on the user based LI activation. For that I am using that the LIPA called GeoLife, and the two APIs which I am using, which I already mentioned, geographic location by location and segmentation data by location. So these missing feature can be added now into Centro device, and it gives that more acquiring that more customers to retain the more customers, and the experience of the usability is very good, because it's give that immediate voice call and video call. It's really more user friendliness. So the flow, it will be looks like user make a call, or user send a SMS, or user can use any kind of bot service can support it. For example, the business services, for example Slack, where you can call from the central device and the user just message to us, then we will respond back to his phone number by calling and telling that this is your order status information. So the flow, it will works like you for part of my demo, which the way I working that Twilio will support a few kind of words. So if you want to send as a voice, then we need to provide voice. If you want to expect it as SMS, the expected word should be the text, and the video should be video, and also it is expected few parameters For example, if I need to find out the order status, then I need to pass that order status ID. Then the second level, which I written currently a REST API, which I currently hosted as a webhook, and I deploy as a microservice. But this should be a in future, in reality, it should be a PB's Commerce Cloud API, where it will fetch a few parameters which they set in NLP, and they will response back in JSON the order status information. Then Twilio will taking care of calling back to the user and telling that the response in the voice or SMS and video as for the user's choice. So I already mentioned that the Twilio have a capability based on the call or SMS. It can find out the user location. Then I further use that the LAPA just required only this location currently by the GeoLife. I use the two APIs, the segmentation by location and the demographic data, which for the user for the location. It gave more additional information about the user, and I can attach dynamically the required promotional content along with that supported channels. So I quickly jump into the demo. So I quickly, before going to the demo, I can quickly give a step of user to set up my application. So currently I buy a phone number from Twilio. This is my toll-free assigned number to me, and it also given that few SIDs and some registration key, which I part of I use a part of my REST API code, and also I currently use that a API.a, where I set up some few as a client I set up, and here I already mentioned that if you want to send as SMS, then you expected as a test, and also for voice it given that voice, and user it expected few parameters from my REST API. One is that it should be a order status ID for each case, but here whatever he mentioned after the message, we taken that as a variable, and also after we taken that as a phone number. So I quickly show my Slack, the way which I configured. So I can create one channel with Twilio. So here I can configure my outbound dialers, where I can configure with my REST API currently. So the finally the demo looks like finally the demo looks like user type something here, and he can give that order status ID. Then we will respond back by call to the given phone number. So here user type something, what is my order status, and at end of 2 is given the phone number. Immediately we receive a call from that given phone number, and it will fetch and it will tell that hey, this is your order status, and laptop some other required information. So that's it from my end. Just let me know if any additional queries from your end.